Hi. Today, I'll recap a thriller movie released in 2002 called Panic Room. The movie starts with a woman walking on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, sharply dressed, called Meg Altman, and realtor Lydia Lynch. Lydia is pressuring Meg to buy a house. Meg has a daughter, Sarah, who rides the scooter and accompanies them. They reach the house where Evan, their tour guide, impatiently waits for them. He begins the tour of the house, an elegant rundown of the property, with how spacious and beautifully designed the home is. Evan proceeds to showcase the working elevator and then heads upstairs to tour the rest of the place. Meg is going back to school in Columbia, as her interest is pharmaceuticals. Meg's husband is Stephen Altman, but they are separated. Lydia tells her more about the previous owner, who is the infamous Sidney Pearlstein. He was reclusive, wealthy, and paranoid. Due to his kids being greedy and suing each other over the estate, the wealth is supposedly missing. Meg realizes the room to be smaller than it seems. Evan reveals a hidden room behind the full-body mirror, an indestructible safeguard against house intruders. Also has a separate phone line, ventilation system, and surveillance monitors showing almost every room. Additionally, the secret room closes with a button on the inside. Meg does not like the room, but Sarah likes it. Meg and Sarah move into the house. They have dinner and sleep. In the late night, two men solicit the house's front door and break into the house. One of the invaders, named Burnham, quietly makes his way downstairs and gets to know that there are people inside the house. He lets another intruder, Junior, inside, with another guy called Raul, which Burnham was unaware of. Burnham tries to warn about the people inside, but Junior is indifferent. Burnham is worried that they are being videotaped, but Junior is focused on the money. It is revealed the secret room contains $3 million. Due to being desperate, Meg notices the intruders trying to walk quietly through the stairs. Meg picks up Sarah and makes a run to the secret room. Sarah is calm, but Meg is shaky. Burnham works for Manhattan Security, who set up the secret room phone, and realizes they haven't set it up in the secret room yet. Meanwhile, Meg uses a public announcement system to talk to the intruders. Meg tells them that she will call the police, but the trio don't care. They want the room and start drilling and barring the doors to lock them in. On the lower floor, Raul is trying to break the ceiling with a sledgehammer to reach them from below. Burnham starts releasing propane gas through the secret room's ventilation. The surge of propane hits Meg's face. Therefore, Sarah finds a pipe in the supplies to breathe through. Burnham reminds Junior that they need them alive to break into the panic room. Meg goes through the supplies again to find a torch. Meg pokes a lighter around the vent to ignite blue flames, which hurts Junior's arm and face. Later, Sarah uses the torch to signal a neighbor across their house. Sarah's sugar level starts to drop. The neighbor does not understand the torch signal due to the heavy downpour. Junior and Raul get in a fight about the money. Meg notices the intruders are not near the door and tries to get to her phone from her bedroom. Meg runs to the bedroom, but due to the mattress as an obstacle, she fails. She finds the phone under the bed, but alerts the intruders by knocking the lamp on the ground. Meg runs to the secret room, with the men running behind her. Meg comes inside the room, but Sarah shuts it before letting anyone in. Burnham tries to cut the mainline phone wire, but Meg retrieves the wire back before he can cut it. They manage to call 911, but are put on hold. Sarah suggests Meg call Stephen for help. They connect to Stephen, but before they could tell the details, Raul breaks the distribution panel, cutting Meg's line. Sarah starts to get dizzy and hungry. Junior wants to quit and get the money through inheritance, as he has been pretending to be Pearlstein's grandson. Meg searches through the supplies for anything with sugar. Dismissive as ever, Junior tries to leave, but Raul suddenly shoots his head. Raul hauls Junior's body back inside to shoot him a second time. Stephen arrives at the house and knocks on the door. Raul bashes Stephen's face with his gun. Burnham tries to stop Raul, but he only intimidates him with his weapon. They ask if he has called the cops, but Stephen denies it. Raul threatens Burnham to open the secret room door. Suddenly, Burnham fronts Stephen's license to the camera, making Meg gasp in horror. As Raul puts on a show of beating her father up, Burnham tells them to open the door, while Stephen firmly orders them that they should not before Raul hits with a large light. Left with nothing to do, Meg could only scream in sheer frustration, while Raoul continually kicks Stephen's already bloody face. Burnham eventually shoves him away and then covers the camera with his jacket. Right after, the increasingly apprehensive Meg suddenly hears Sarah's glucometer beeping. Her daughter starts convulsing as a seizure hits her, and all Meg could do is try and keep her calm. Eventually, Sarah's seizure passes, and Meg checks to see Burnham hauling a seemingly unconscious Raoul down the stairs. Meg surrounds her daughter with pillows and then kisses her cheek before leaving the panic room. She sees Stephen on the bed, unconscious, and she quickly makes her way to Sarah's room. It is revealed, however, that the ski mask man that Burnham was carrying is Stephen, while Raoul is just pretending to be Stephen. After grabbing Sarah's medication, Meg pushes her fear aside and tries to make her way back to the master bedroom. While returning through, she hears Raoul and Burnham whispering. Burnham heads inside the panic room, and a look of remorse and uncertainty crosses him when he sees Sarah shivering on the ground. Meg braves through and makes her way down the stairs as quietly as she could. She then barges through the door that Raoul was standing behind, making him fall over. She bolts to the panic room, but before she can get in, she and Burnham end up surprising each other. Suddenly, Raoul grabs her from behind, making Meg drop the medicine pouch. The two struggle with each other until Meg falls back, while accidentally pushing Raoul into the panic room. Burnham quickly closes the door, and as it's sliding close, Meg hurriedly pushes the medicine pouch inside, while Raoul gets his hand stuck between the steel door and the frame. Though Raoul is in extreme pain, Burnham refuses to open the door since he thinks that Meg has his gun. Meg overhears this, so she frantically grabs Raoul's gun off the floor. Burnham calls out to her, saying that he knows she has the weapon. Meg runs to a security panel and speaks through it, demanding him to give Sarah her injection. When he does not respond, Meg shrieks at him, spurring the reluctant man into action with an uneasy expression. Burnham asks Sarah what will happen if she does not get her shots. So the pale, shivering, and ill girl tells him she would slip into a coma and die. Finally, Burnham orders Meg to leave the gun and go downstairs. Meg quickly runs down, but she refuses to let the gun go. Burnham then opens the door, so Meg tries to return to the room as quickly as possible. The door closes again before she could come there, and Raoul's hand is free. Though he is in excruciating pain, he threatens Meg, saying he will kill Sarah if she tries anything that will jeopardize them. Worn down, Meg could only agree and pleads with them to just give her the shot, while a now-conscious Stephen listens to the exchange through the public announcement system. Back in the panic room, Burnham has sat Sarah up and propped her against the wall while administering her injection. Burnham talks about wanting to put his kids in a place like theirs. Then he says things were not supposed to go this way. Slowly recovering, Sarah thanks him. When Burnham announces that he gave her the shot, Meg leaves the bedroom and heads downstairs and sees Stephen there. She is taken aback by his bloody state and then asks him if he can move. Stephen quietly tells her that he thinks his arm is broken. Meanwhile, Burnham readies his equipment so he can start trying to break the safe. Meg asks Stephen to raise his arm and then gives him the gun. In pain, he tells her not to do anything stupid, but Meg is sure that they will kill Sarah. Suddenly, they hear the cops at the front door, and Stephen reveals that he did call them since her call scared him. Raoul and Burnham see all this through the camera, and Raoul is starting to curse the former couple. Meg puts on a sweater and then signals to a camera that she will handle the police. Upon opening the door, she puts on a sleepy and tipsy act with the cops. Officer Keeney does the talking, and he questions her about the call she made to her husband. Meg tries dismissing it, coming up with different lies, but Keeney isn't buying it. With a thoughtful look, Keeney tells her she can make a signal, like blinking a couple times if there's anything she feels unsafe telling them about. Meg stares at him as if contemplating her decision before promising Keeney that everything is fine there. The police leaves and Burnham gets to open the safe using his equipment. While Burnham is busy and Raoul is in pain in a corner, Meg starts breaking the cameras with a sledgehammer. Sarah watches her, and as she does, she hides her injections in her pocket. Meg then takes Stephen, who is still in his chair near one of the windows, and then gives a lamp for him to hold. Burnham eventually manages to open the safe, and there they find 22 bank bonds, amounting to $22 million. He hides the bonds in his jacket and then assures Sarah that she is going to be okay. The three leave the panic room with Raul keeping hold of Sarah's shirt. Burnham tries opening the door only to realize they are all locked. They eventually make their way downstairs, but before they could go further, Steven suddenly shines the light on them, his gun pointed at Burnham. Raul quickly takes Sarah with him to hide behind a wall, and the bloody, still-sitting man simply tells them to let his daughter go. Raul shows himself to Steven, but still refuses to let Sarah go. On the other hand, Meg slowly and silently comes up from a room behind them. When Sarah sees her, she immediately moves away from Raul, so Meg can hit him with the hammer, making him fall down the stairs. Burnham runs away and he quickly escapes. Despite his injuries, Raul still manages to get up the stairs due to his limited mobility, and Steven keeps missing his shots. Raul manages to tackle Meg down and proceeds to hit Steven in the face, knocking him off his chair and making him drop his gun. Steven screams as Burnham hears him while trying to leave the property, making him stop in his tracks and look back. With his legs practically out of commission, Raul grabs the sledgehammer and uses it to support himself until he can grab Meg and get on top of her. They both struggle, with Meg desperately intercepting Raul's attempts to strangle her. Raul then slams Meg's head against the floor, almost taking her out. So, Sarah jumps on the man, repeatedly stabbing him with the syringe to get him off her mother. Merely phased, Raul punches Sarah's face, knocking her back into the fireplace. Sarah could only scream and scream when Raul grabs the sledgehammer. Meg regains consciousness again with Raul on the brink of breaking her face. But before he could, Burnham shoots him in the head, killing the cruel man once and for all. After promising Sarah that she will be okay, he leaves the gun and escapes once more into the rainy yard. Just as he does, sirens blare, and the SWAT team barges into the house with Officer Keeney there. Though Burnham comes close to escaping, he gets surrounded by the SWAT members demanding him to move away from the fence. Burnham does as he is instructed and gets on his knees with the bank bonds in his hands. When the officer orders him to open his palms, Burnham has a hopeless look on his face as he obliges. The bonds scatter in the wind, looking no different from useless scraps of paper. Time moves on. Meg and Sarah are on a park bench, with Sarah lying on her mother's lap. Together, they look through the newspaper for a new place to live.